Good morning. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Today I am completely on my own. Morning. Yes. Good. Good morning. I am trying a new sound, so hopefully it will work well. I still don't know about the music. So if you don't hear the music, then I will try to work on it better for the next time. So if you like music, please put yourselves on music if you don't hear from here. It's very good to be together here. We will wait for a few more minutes. Thank you, Anka. We will wait for a few more minutes, but some of you, at least, you know that it's not really waiting. It's waiting at a very superficial level, but at a deeper level, there is nothing to wait. We are already here. And the experience of that, I am already here, the understanding of that, I am already here. I am always here. That is the essence of the whole thing. Things will come, the meditation will come very soon, and the meditation will go, and things will come, and things will go. But I am always here. That feeling, that sensation, that understanding, that connection is what we are looking for. At least the beginning of what we are looking for. The opening of the door. And then the discovery of this new reality that I am. The last meditation we did, I spoke quite a bit at the beginning. I still find that beginning talk is very important. I will not go so deep today. We will go more directly into the meditation. But I do recommend you to hear at least the first 20 minutes of that meditation that we did last time. kind of to understand more the principle behind the meditation. I will say a couple of things that I said last time. I will repeat them. One of the things, very practical, be comfortable where you're seated. You don't have to sit on the floor. You can sit on a chair if you need to. You can sit on the floor with the yogic stance or with the Buddhist stance. If you're accustomed to that, please do that. But what is important is to try to keep your spine straight. So even walking is okay to do it if it's difficult for you to sit. What I recommend you is not to lie down, because the body, the mind has this conditioning that if you lie down, you're supposed to relax towards falling asleep. And that's not what we do here. You may experience a relaxation and that will be nice, but the relaxation really is not the aim of this meditation. The relaxation, if it happens, is a wonderful side effect. Nothing wrong with it. But it's not what this meditation is truly about. One way I like to think of meditation is like a rewiring of the mind. Is to present to the mind a new possibility to experience life, a new way to feel, to think, to sense. Not simply a few minutes where you can relax. That's very nice. There is nothing wrong with it. And hopefully that will happen with this meditation too. But it's not the aim of this meditation. It's not the aim that I see, in my case, for meditation. Meditation is much deeper than that. And the way exactly by heart, but it's something like, well, let me read it, it's better. It says, all of humanity's problems come from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. I will say it again. In my words, all of people's problems, most of the essence of our problems is our incapacity to sit by ourselves alone for a moment. It's one point of view. Of course, there are many other problems, but this incapacity that we have to be able to confront the silence of the moment, to be able to confront the huge space that this moment has, the infinite space that this moment has. I was talking to my mom very recently, and she asked me, she saw one of my videos. She doesn't understand English, not at all, so she has not a clue what I'm saying. But she tries to do the gym, and she likes to see me, of course. She's in Argentina. And she asked me, why do you do this silence? Like, she was a bit concerned that people would not like them. And those silences are, for me, the essence of the class. And she said that she feels quite uncomfortable with those silences. She doesn't know what to do. And that's exactly what Pascal is talking about, and what many people understand, but they don't know what to do with it. And now with this coronavirus, with this new situation, we're going to confront this a lot, more than anybody wants. And the possibility to to be at peace with silence, to be at peace with ourselves, to be at peace with the moment, not to fill the moment with activities, not to fill the moment with activities that we don't really need to do. Like, for example, eating. There is a lot of jokes going in WhatsApp. I receive a lot of jokes from people getting fat after that we cannot go out and we cannot have interactions, we cannot work. So what we do, we eat. But the eating is just this resistance to the silence, resistance to the void that exists at every second. The whole universe is just space. Just think of it that even a body that is very massive, if you go inside the body, you go deeper and deeper and deeper, all you find is space. There is a space everywhere. All there is space. And a space what we try to avoid, what we try to get away from. No wonder that we suffer. So this meditation, we can say, is a little practice to confront silence, to get in touch with silence, to feel comfortable, or to feel the uncomfort, but to allow it, of silence. And there is more to it. There is a deeper level, which is, I spoke about it in my talk I did for Beland, which again I recommend you to read, to hear it, because I got much deeper into the 3 levels of the mind and the possibility to get in contact, as I call it in that talk, with the 3rd level of the mind. Although that 3rd level, as I said at the very beginning, is always here. And that's the essence of the whole teaching. It's easier to perceive when the mind is more quiet. It's easier to perceive in silence. That presence is always here, even in the deepest depression, even in the deepest moments of suffering, or even in the greatest moments of joy. That presence is there anyway, but it's usually covered by either the depression or the joy. We get blind by the emotions, we get blind by the activities, we get blind by the experiences, and we don't see the presence that is there, aware, that is there, containing, and that is even there creating those experiences. And so, even though this presence is always there, it's very helpful to experience this silence in order to perceive more clearly what is always there, independent of the silence. So that will be the other level of this meditation. But even at the more basic level of just simply feeling comfortable with being in the moment, with being in silence, that's already a great step. So I will try not to speak so much. And we start with the meditation. So, although at a certain point I may ask you to open your eyes, I don't know yet, but otherwise I recommend you to keep your eyes closed. Find a comfortable position. either on the floor, on a chair. Keep your spine long, but feel comfortable. And start to notice your body. Just simply notice that your body is there. Now, you will notice that when I said notice your body, maybe the first thing you do is to start to think about the body. You have an image of your body and you start to bring that image into your mind. And that's okay to start with, but that's not really your body. That's an image of your body. It's like if you take a picture of yourself and you said, that's me. No, that's not you. That's a picture. That's not you. So start to, but go back, go in, and just start to feel it, that there is something there. In a different meditation, we will go deeper into this, what I call the inner body. Today, we just very gently touch that inner body. Just simply bring attention to the sensations that you have of your body, which, after all, if you don't think about it, that's all there is of your body. If you don't think about it, and please don't think about it, all there is of your body is like a vibration, it's like a sensation, which doesn't look anything at all with the idea that you have of your body. Notice your body. This sense of aliveness, this vibration that doesn't have a form. There will be many thoughts coming to your mind. Try to, for a moment, just when you realize that you're thinking, put the thought aside and bring the attention back into the sensation of your body, into the sensation of that vibrating aliveness. Notice the part of our body that we call our feet. But then forget about the name. The name is an image in our mind. Just go there and then forget the name and just stay in the sensation. Maybe you feel it in the feet and the hands. Usually it's more clear, this vibration. Start to go up. Notice your calf muscles and your knees and your thighs. But then get away from the image and just feel this vibrating aliveness. This vibrating aliveness has nothing to do, not even close, to the image that you have in your head about the part that we call legs. There are two very different worlds. Now notice your hips, your glutes, your genitals. But don't go into your thoughts about it. Don't go into the image about it. Just stay with the sensation. Notice your coccyx. Go up your spine. Feel your back. But feel it as a sensation, not as an idea or an image. Notice your tummy. See that the tummy is moving because of the breathing. We will go later into the breathing. Right now, just notice the sensation of your tummy. But forget the name tummy. Go up to your chest. But don't go into an image. Notice your shoulders, your arms, your hands, and then forget the names. The hands usually is very easy to feel this vibration, but the whole body is vibrating. Just is not so clear for most people. Notice your neck. Notice your face. It's not so easy to get away from the image of our face. It's so much ingrained in our psychology. We have so many thoughts about our face, about the whole body. But try to go deeper. Don't stay at the skin level. Go deeper into it, into this, the perceiving of this aliveness, vibrating space that we call the face. The image that we have is like a mask on top of this vibrating aliveness. Keep the mask on the side and just keep this aliveness. Feel the whole head in the same way. And for a few seconds, for a few moments, just try to experience the whole body in this way. The whole body as this vibrating aliveness that appears only in this moment. Stay with it for a few seconds. Maybe you feel like a pulsating aliveness, like a pulsating vibration. Relax your hands, relax your shoulders, relax your face, relax your lips, relax your eyes, relax your tummy. Like if the body starts to become transparent, lighter, floating. Try to stay with that. Don't worry if it doesn't work. Don't worry if you have many thoughts. Just keep coming back. Keep returning to the body. Now, start to notice that this vibrating aliveness is breathing. Start to notice that when you inhale, the whole vibrating body is inhaling. And it's like if this vibration becomes more alive. It's like if this vibration becomes fed by this oxygen that enters. Notice the breathing. Notice the air coming in and the air going out. Stay with this vibration. Stay with this vibration. Stay with this aliveness. Stay with the air coming in and the air going out. Now, keep this presence, keep this awareness of the breathing, keep this awareness of the vibrating body. And simply start to notice that you are here. Nothing else. Just simply that I am. I am in this moment. I am the one that is breathing. I am here. But again, just stay with the body. Don't go into an image of that I amness. Try to find the sense of empty I amness, the sense of naked I amness. But keep this awareness of the breathing, keep this awareness of the vibrating body. But at the same time, notice that you are there perceiving this vibrating body, and you are there perceiving the breathing coming in and the breathing going out. You in this moment. There will be many thoughts appearing in your head. Just explain to this thought, just for a very brief moment, just say, look, right now is not the time. Right now, I just want to be here with myself. I want to be here with my body. I want to be here with my breath. I will return to you in a few moments. Put this thought aside and return to this beingness. Together with the sensations of your body and together with the breathing. It's very important to see that I am not going anywhere. I don't need to reach any place. I don't need to reach any state. I am exactly where I need to be. Whatever experience I'm having, that's exactly the experience that is supposed to be here now. Whatever sensation appears in the body, that's exactly the sensation that is supposed to appear in my body. Whatever emotion appears in my body, that's exactly the emotion that is supposed to appear in my body. The only difference is that I don't respond to those sensations. I don't respond to those emotions. I don't respond to those thoughts. I just observe the sensations. I observe the emotions. I observe the thoughts. And I allow them to be. You can think of yourself right now like an explorer that has just reached a very unusual space, an unusual country, a very exotic country. And you found this very strange and unusual plant that you have never seen before. And all you want to do with this plant is to look at it, is to see what it does, what it doesn't do, the colors, and that's what you're doing with this moment. This moment is this very strange plant that you have never seen before. And you don't want to do anything to this moment. You just want to look at it, to learn from it. You're very For example, if there is an itch in your body, the desire to scratch yourself appears, observe the desire. But instead of going and scratch yourself, just be aware of the need. Observe the need. And don't act on it. Don't repress it. That's very important. Don't repress that need. There is a need. It has its place, it has its function. Don't repress the need. But instead of going and scratch yourself, just observe it. The same thing if you have the desire to do something now. Maybe you said, I'm thirsty. Maybe you truly are thirsty, but just for a few more moments. Don't repress that need for that drink, but don't do it. Just be aware of that, like if you're investigating this unusual plant, you're investigating this unusual impulse that appears in your body. You're just being aware of it. So instead of trying to get rid of that desire, of that impulse, instead of trying to get rid of it, just notice it. Nothing that appears in this moment is wrong, nor right. Nothing that appears in this moment is not supposed to be there. It is supposed to be there for whatever reason. Even the sensation of a scratch is something that the whole universe is creating in this moment. The only difference is that for a few more seconds, for a few more moments, I'm not going to act on that impulse, and instead, I'm just going to be aware of that impulse. It's something that probably most of us have never done in our whole life, or very rarely under very needy conditions that we repress simple scratch myself. Just be aware of it. There is no right, there is no wrong. There is only the whole universe expressing itself, and me in this moment not reacting to the movements of the universe, doing what it needs to do. if you get lost in your thoughts, if you don't know what to do, come back to your breathing. Let the breathing being the anchor that brings you into this moment. And then from the breathing, the next step is the experiencing of this moment exactly as it is. But if that's too far for you, that's okay. Go back to the breathing. The breathing somehow is easier to stay in. Practice just staying in the breathing. That by itself is a wonderful practice, just to notice the breathing. We're going a bit deeper than that now. Now for a few moments, very slowly, please, very slowly start to open your eyes. The meditation didn't finish. Just start to open your eyes. And now, instead of looking at the computer, looking at me, I want you to very gently to start looking around, whatever is around you. But instead of going out into the object that you're seeing, stay there and let the objects come to you. Don't worry if you don't really understand, but don't think too much about it. Just instead of you going out into the object, with your sight in this case, try to feel that the object is coming to you. You remain here, and what you see is coming to you instead of you going out into the object. You can practice, you can look at one object, do that for 5 or 10 seconds, and then change, go to another object. And instead of going out into the object, for example, I'm seeing a plant now. And usually we go out into the plant. Right now, let the plant come to you. And then change, look at something else. And look at something else. And keep changing for a few more seconds, just for a few more seconds. Come back, close your eyes again. Notice this vibrating body. Notice the breath, making this vibration more alive, feeling that the whole vibration is breathing. And again, perceive this moment exactly as it is. Feel that you are there, experiencing the universe expressing itself, the universe expressing itself as what appears in this moment. The sensations in your body, my voice, the feelings that appear, the thoughts that appear in your mind. The only difference is that you are not reacting to them. That's the only difference. There is no place to go. We are not trying to reach any particular state. Truly, we are not trying to reach anything in particular. We are just being aware that this moment is exactly as it is. But I'm not responding, I'm not acting on this moment. Now keep your eyes closed and start to allow your breathing to become a bit deeper. Just notice more air coming into the body, more air leaving the body. Try to take a couple of deep breaths. And slowly, if you want to open your eyes, if you want to, we can have like 10 minutes or so of some questions if you have, either about the meditation or about something else that you will. I will do a yoga class tomorrow evening, and I really feel that these meditations and the yoga classes, and then on Tuesday I will do just a talk and then a time for questions and answers. I feel these are very much connected. They're all like different practices that we do in order to find that presence that doesn't go, that is always here, that is what we are. We believe that we are this body and this mind that is continually changing, but what we are is what doesn't change, what is always aware of this changing body and changing mind and changing world. And the discovery of that unchanging aspect of ourselves, unchanging me, that discovery is really the essence of, is the most important thing that we will discover in our life. Somebody, Andrea says, sometimes the mind makes it more difficult for me. Yes, the mind makes it very difficult because the mind has a programming. The mind's, in a moment like this, for example, the mind really believes I am the mind, and that all there is to me is my mind. And so the mind is very scared of what's happening now. There is a place to be concerned, definitely. But the fear comes from this mistaken belief that all there is to me is this body-mind. Yes, the mind will make it very difficult. Also, the mind is this amazing tool that we have to be able to hear the nature of reality. That's all. I remember in the Bhagavad Gita, which is one of these amazing books, that there is a teacher talking to a disciple, and at a certain point, the disciple said to the teacher, "My mind is just crazy. It's just going. It's like a beast." And this was the disciple. He was described as one of the best men in like he was a wonderful man, a wonderful person that was very, very advanced. And this wonderful man, Arjuna, in this case, he was saying, "My mind is like a beast. My mind is driving me crazy." And the whole teaching of the Bhagavad Gita is exactly that: is how to deal with that crazy mind, to be able to discover what is prior to the mind, what is allowing the mind to be. We ourselves, we stop at the mind. We think all there is to me is the body and the mind, and as deep as I can go is to my mind. But there is the awareness, aware of the mind. It's like a step further. Somebody says, Andrea says, "There are moments when I reach the vibration and it's wonderful." Yes, it is wonderful to reach the vibration. But now, the wonderful is also a sensation. Don't stay in the sensation. The sensation is like another thought that appears, like another cloud. Even in this case, it's a wonderful sensation, so it feels good, but don't stay there. If you stay there, you miss the awareness, aware of the sensation. And I mean, it's nice to feel a sensation, the pleasant sensation, because often we feel not good, and then when we feel something nice, we want to grasp that. But that pleasant sensation is also going to go. So that pleasant sensation is not the aim of the relaxation. That's like a nice side effect. But if you stay in that, if you pay too much attention to that nice sensation, then you miss the fundamental part. And that's what we do. We keep getting lost. We get lost in people, we get lost in food, we get lost in problems, we get lost in suffering, we get lost in good sensations. All these things have their place. But this meditation was not about that. It was about the awareness, aware of anything that appears, including a good sensation. Anka asked, how do you deal with the mind when there is pain in the body? That's a whole topic. That's a very difficult topic. I've been suffering of that a lot for the last few weeks. Today I am a little bit better of that pain, somehow. But I've been suffering a lot of pain. One thing I realized, I will not go too deep to it. Maybe we can bring the subject on Tuesday. We'll have more time for these kind of things. One thing I understood very clearly is that you need to separate the sensation of the pain from the thoughts that appear in your mind about the pain. And this separation is amazing, because the thoughts that you have in your mind about the pain are about 70% of that pain. the fear of the pain, the fear of what may happen with that pain, what's going to happen to me, what am I going to do, 1,000 other possibilities. Those thoughts that appear in your mind about the pain are not the pain. They are stories in your mind. And if we can separate the stories in the mind from the pain, what will be left, it will be a sensation. In this case, it's not a pleasant sensation, but you will see that that sensation is not nearly as painful as the sensation plus the thoughts. I mean, the most common thing is try to do what you can about the pain. But when there is nothing to do about the pain, when I have done everything that I can do, and the pain is there, then practice this. Practice separating the thought about the pain from the sensation that is a pain. That's one thing. Back. I don't know if it's a name or what it is. He says, or she says, can you make an identity transfer from the mind towards awareness? Can you identify with awareness? That's a very profound question. We don't need to make a transfer. We need to understand, which in a way, maybe it is from one point of view, you can say it is making a transfer. To understand what is that is aware. If I ask you, who is aware? You will say me. So I am what is aware. But what is aware? For example, is your hand aware? Is your hand aware? Look at the hand. Does the hand know that you're looking at the hand? That would be very weird, no? Imagine you're looking at the hand and the hand says, hello, Carlos. No, the hand doesn't say hello, Carlos, because the hand doesn't know that the hand is aware. The hand doesn't know that it's a hand. So the body is not aware. You are aware. I'm doing this very, very briefly. You can go much deeper into it, much deeper. This can take a lot of time to understand. But very briefly. So the hand is not aware. The body is not aware. You are aware of the body. Now you think the mind is aware, but what is the mind? The mind is your thoughts and emotions. Are your thoughts and emotions aware? Like if I say the thought 2 + 2 is 4, that's a thought. Is the thought aware of you? No, the thought is not aware. The thought is like an energy. It's also like the body is an object, is something that is not aware. The thought 2 + 2 is 4 is also an object. It's a much more refined object. The vibration of the body is much heavier and the vibration of the thought is much lighter, but it's still an object, and this object is not aware. So what is aware in you? What is aware in you, that's what you are. Think about it. What am I? I am aware. I am what is aware. I am what is aware of the computer. I am what is aware of Carlos talking. I am what is aware of this room. What is that is aware? That questioning, that inquiry is the way to make, as you said, make the transfer from the mind into awareness. You are aware of the mind. So you have to be what is aware. Anyway, that's a very profound question, and that takes a lot of desire to reach that answer. That's that discovery really is the essence of everything. It's at the very root of the spiritual interest. Like spirituality is not about the state of the mind, like having a good state, whatever comes and goes, that's not spiritual, what is always there. So we need to make a distinction between awareness and attention. Attention is a product of the mind. Attention comes and goes. But the awareness, aware of the attention, is what doesn't come and go. Alexandra, hello. You always no, she says the fundamental part is to be like a stone, to feel nothing, react to nothing, not at all. It's the discovery that there is an awareness, aware of your sensations, aware of your feelings, aware of your thoughts, aware of your actions, aware of what you do or what you don't do. We think we are the one acting, but we are the awareness of the acting. So it's not like the stone. You are the aware of the stone. Anyway, I understand that not everybody is interested about these things. And but some of you are. And okay. I hope to see some of you tomorrow in the class at 7 p.m. And then on Tuesday, we do this conversation. And I think on Wednesday, we have another meditation. And nice to be here with you. Really wonderful to be here with you. Thank you. Please leave your comments, your suggestions and your comments here. All the best to you. Have a good Sunday. Ciao.